expected in the build-up to that as well. Wigan against Castleford. There can only be one winner, according to the pundits. But, and it is a big but at this time of the year, anything can happen, as Catalan proved last night. Aaron Moore and Tom Grant, referee and fourth official, respectively, for this one. Video referee, I should say. Joe Westerman looking on, knowing that from his side's point of view, it has been a season to forget, but they'll be hoping they're on the rebuild with a new coach, Ryan Carr, coming in next year, and Chris Chester already starting that recruitment as well. How does this one go? Jay Field gets boot to ball and gets things underway, and Castleford will get first touch of the ball. And in these opening moments, we get a bit of a reflection here, Terry, on the attitude of this Castleford side.
Well, if you're Castleford, like, everyone's already writing them off. You talk to anyone walking into the stadium, think that Wigan's going to do a number on them because they focused on getting to the grand final. Go back to round 16. I think Wigan got away with it. They got a call that went for them when an incident involving Josh Sim, I think it was Harry Smith, and they could have gone on to win that game. They would have looked back at that game, focused on what they did well, and come in this game with the same attitude.
Yeah, just 26-20 that night back in June, and it's a mistake early here from Joe Stimson, and the handling error has given Wigan very quickly an opportunity to find a position to attack here from this next set of six.
Well, wasn't it a good shot from young Jack Farriman, getting right stuck into the back row? He knows that the target for him is going to be picked out during this game, and he was really good, tough in collision, flipped him over and forced the error early on.
Yeah, if you're late with us, Jack Farriman lining up in the halves in the absence of Harry Smith. Farriman feeds, out it comes, and Leeming feeds it on to Farriman again, and a chance for Zach Eckersley to show a little bit of footwork in these early stages. And Wigan start this only 15 away from that Castleford line, and 5 tackles to come from here. 5 opportunities. Ethan Havard just setting up platform again. Leeming has a look, right and left. Rare chance for him to start a game tonight and maybe get some big minutes in as Thompson goes rattling forward. And he's going to be held up 5 strides away. Keeps his feet, makes this as quick as he can. Leeming again, back to Havard, who offloads, and Leeming is there, and Bevan French will pop it out, and it's going to be a reach for the corner for Walters, but he's knocked it on as he tried to get over there, and Castleford's line survives.
Yeah, big strike player on the edge, isn't he, Sam Walters? To get the ball there. Well, the Wigan fans are thinking he's just got to get that ball down. Well, they get away with it, Castleford. They managed to stop him, scored in. There's Janassi, you can just see, just hits him with absolutely everything he had and forces the error.
Well, you feel that is an important defensive effort there, isn't it? Because had Wigan scored so early, how does that affect the Castleford psyche? As it stands, it remains at 0-0, and Castleford with a chance to bring it clear as well. Last 12 meetings between these two have all gone Wigan's way.
Yeah, well, you're right as well to point out that stat, because it's overwhelming in the favour of Wigan, and also when you mentioned about conceding a try in the opening 2 minutes against Wigan, because that would seriously put the doubt in the minds of these Cas players. But if they can just keep rolling forward with big carries like that from the ex-Wigan warrior Brad Singleton, that's what they need. Just a bit of hard work, get out of trouble, and then look to play at the other end of the field.
This is Westerman trying to bust his way through, or at least gain a few extra yards. Horn dashes back to dummy half again. And Wigan's defence anxious not to give too much away here. Cas yet to get themselves out of their own half in the early minutes of this game. The kick is to Miski, and Miski's catch will carry it back towards the 30. This is as advanced as Cas have been so far.
Yeah, look, and that's what they need to do as well, play in the back of a real good, strong kicking game. There's Janassi, he's outstanding. Kick meters, he's second in the competition. The amount of meters he gets with his boot, just play the ball down there. Another good carry from Luke Thompson, lands on his front, looking to play it quick here.
Pushing forward again and leaning out as well, and it's back with Nasemba. Remember, it was a big, powerful bench last week. Havard, Thompson, Nasemba, Leeming all on the bench. They're all starting here tonight, and Leeming going scooting forward again. Patrick may go back for Wigan tonight after clearing his HIA. He's very often an impact player off that bench as well. The kick is high. It's going to be allowed to bounce here. And they get a bit of fortune there as well as Texoy takes it on.
Yeah, the bouncing ball could go anywhere, and Cass didn't want any part of that then, did they? They managed to get the ball, and again, we can looking to really press here, slow these the balls down.
Tate up and quickly gets it away, and Cass again going searching down that left flank.
Go third.
We can try to retain that intensity in defence here with some big shoulders coming in.
Back here,
A couple of plays to go for Cass. Esterman again just pops it back, and Singleton was left grabbing at that, and he couldn't keep a hold. And Wigan have it again, and the second time in the game, Cass have given Wigan cheap possession
yeah, well,
here.
that's it, 2 mistakes in the opening 5 minutes in their own half. That's not what Chris Chester wants. It would have been a simple game plan. Earn the right to go forward before we start playing. Try and trap him in the corner. That's a big carry from Havard.
Nearly back to Farriman, and Farriman wide up to the line and scoots it back to field, and here comes Nasemba, who's trying to shake off the defensive efforts of Sam Wood, but can't.
Back here, Joe.
Kept a hold.
Marshall
Marshall back to Farriman, who has to juggle as the ball hits him off the half volley. Ellis to Leeming, and Leeming to French, and French just puts that kick through. There's a job to be done here from Hoy. He's not done it, and it's going to be picked up, and Miski is claiming the try, and the referee will give the try. A defensive blunder. The kick caused problems, and Wigan have the early score with barely 6 minutes played.
Yeah, well, 2 mistakes. Like we said, in the opening 5 minutes, the fans are pretty happy with the start from the Warriors. And you give them that field position, there's enough strike across the side. You wouldn't even just say on the edges, in the middle of the field as well for Wigan. Big, powerful forwards, all looking to play. But you get the ball out wide to Abbas Miski. He's missed the last 3 games. But what he is, he's a try scorer, isn't he?
Hey, pal.
And they score the try on the back of them errors early on. You can see just a wobble.
Thanks, mate.
From Brad Singleton, then the pick-up. And just the Warriors just looking to play, looking to attack, spin the ball over to the right-hand side. Cruz Leeming at the line. Bevan French just looking to put the ball in a better position. And the error from Texoy just opens up for Abbas Miski, just to keep his focus and make sure that when he does get down and gets the opportunities to pick this ball up cleanly, he takes it and doesn't panic. Look at that nice kick, nice measured kick from Bevan French, and a good pick up from Abbas Miski. Well, enough bodies around him to put him off that, but no, he was focused and controlled.
Jack Farriman taking over the kicking duties tonight in the absence of Adam Kieran and Harry Smith. He hasn't landed one so far this year. Kieran and Smith have rather hogged the headlines. Liam Marshall's kicked one as well, but those other two have been the 2 kickers so far. So here's an early chance, and the flags are up to confirm, and that's a pretty decent strike from that range, which will give him plenty of confidence, and Wigan leads 6-0.
Well, you get to the back end of the year there, and you want to make sure that you'd execute your plays when you're going into the finals. And with Bevan French, when he gets hold of this ball from Leeming, it's a nice little measured kick, isn't it? You can just imagine that in the semis or at the grand final, just kicking into the corner, pressuring the opposition into an error. And that's a good start from the Warriors.
I'm guessing there's 2 things in Texoy's mind there. 1, get the ball, and 2, not get dragged back into the in-goal area, but he really should have done better, shouldn't he?
Yeah, well, absolutely. You're paid as a fullback to get down and put your body in between and in really bad positions as well, do you know? But you made the mistake, you've just got to get on with it. Got to keep working hard here, though.
He's leading. Oh, that is a knock on here.
Well, just maybe a bit of a let-up for him.
Hand over, boys. Incorrect.
So they'll get the ball there, incorrect play of the ball.
Just here.
So they'll have it, the right field position. But for Cass now and for Chris Chester's men, what they can't do is, you see the little fumble. They can't panic here, thinking that they've got to score every time they get down here. They've got to try and grind and get into the grind against this Warriors outfit.
Well, what a bonus this is for Cass. What can they make of this? Lawler with a carry in, and Horn just standing and waiting at dummy half again, and Singleton is looking hungry for the work again as he takes it wide. And finds himself only 10 away here. A couple of plays gone, but Cass still well placed. As he drops it back now for Lawler. And Lawler with a push and a grind. Wigan's defence back on their own line.
Go third. Still
throwing it out. Oh, and it's almost an interception.
Oh, it was nearly on, wasn't it? And he pulled the trigger. Jack Farriman, he thought it was on. He goes for it. It's another set of 6. Forecast. That's the gamble, isn't it? When you go for the play, you see it, and you know exactly what you think is going to come out. Chris Atkin looking to get the ball over the top to numbers. He just puts themselves under a bit of pressure, but at times like that, you back the young man, don't you? If he sees the opportunity to go for it.
2, 3, 4, 5,
well, it's
6.
either glorious or costly, and on this occasion costly, and we're going to force a defend again, and Castleford are given real heart again here. Texor's just moved across to that left-hand side to add numbers here, but Assi doesn't need him. Dejan Assi almost dancing through, almost finding a way. Horn comes back to the middle, Nella now, and now Westerman, and Westerman puts the push on. Right in front of the sticks. Oh, how much of a mood lift would this be if Cass could find their way over the whitewash in these next few plays? Singleton again, getting through some labours early in the game. Horn.
Colford, you stole it.
As he stands and waits. And Atkin pops one over the top into the hands of Wood, and Wood now finds an organised Wigan defence. So he was always up against it.
Go 4.
It's back with Atkin again. Westerman helping it on its way and getting the ball for the second time, but Wigan's defence reacting quickly to close things down.
Go 5.
Out of the dummy half position goes Horn, and it's Field. Just for a moment it looked like there could be a miscommunication there, but it is Field who's left to his own devices and runs Wigan back to that 10-metre line.
Well, dangerous kick, wasn't it? Kicking it to 2 of the fastest men on the field in French and Field. We saw a full length for last week from Jay Field against Saints. Well, at least they're asking questions, Cass. They're not just 5 drives in the kick when they get down near the line.
No. Shown plenty of character so far, aren't they, Cass? I think on some occasions, on more than some occasions, ex-coach Danny Maguire, Chris Chester also questioning the desire of their players this year at moments in the season, but they are showing a bit of desire here at the moment. Kick is good and high. Taken safely enough. Return here by Wallace, who's 25 rather, from his own line when he stopped in his tracks.
Well, he returns the ball well, doesn't he? And the start of the set is so important for sides when they come up against Wingers. They like to really put the foot on the neck and really take it to you, looking to shift the ball there to the edge.
Well, this is Wood, who's travelling reasonably well, but he can't get much further forward. Stimson's the man there at dummy half. It's back with Tate. Here comes Hall. A driving effort from Westerman, who puts a bit of footwork on, but December catching him. That's a good offload, though, and suddenly things are opening up on that left-hand side here, and they've found the room in which to work as well. But, oh, it's Miski who knocks it up in the air and then caught it, and he's able to advance deep inside his opponent's half and has support, and like a bullet shot from a gun, Jay Field goes gliding through at high speed and scores underneath the sticks.
Talk about Bevan French playing at a different level. Well, there's his mate, Jay Field. 23rd Super League try here. Wow, it's just incredible return, what he gives to this side. And Abbas Miski, well, he probably knew that he didn't have the legs to get to the try line. He's looking around, he's waiting for players to catch him up. As soon as he knows that Jay Field's with him, it's just all about the tempo of Abbas Miski's running. Well, they think they have him on the left-hand side. Senior looks to offload the ball to Wallace. Look at him looking around straight away. He's looking for Sam Walters, and then all of a sudden, different speed, different level. Jay Field shows up on his shoulder. And that's what you'd have. You think all of a sudden that you've got him. He does a decent job to stick his hand out, Abbas Miski, knock the ball in the air, then takes it, looking left and right. And there's the call from Jay Field. Well, it's a big opening 13 minutes for the Warriors, isn't it?
Thanks, mate.
Against Cass, really testing them now.
Yeah, they won't have had too many nerves, but what nerves there were would have been settled, won't they? All about a good start, a solid start, and indeed a fast start. And you can hear the buzz of satisfaction around the stadium from Wigan supporters.
Time off.
Can Castleford dig themselves back into this? Get themselves back into a match which at the moment is in danger of running away them, even at this early stage. Farriman, right in front of the sticks. 100% kicking record for the season so far. This should be 2 out of 2, and it is over, and Wigan lead by 12 points to 0.
With a big start, Matty beats men. Playing flat and fast when they've got the ball, getting over the advantage line. But that play just comes off a bit of brilliance from Abasmiski. So he knocks the ball up in the air, and then all of a sudden you can see just changes the tempo of his run, waiting for his teammates, steps off his right foot towards the path of which Jay Field's running. That's the second try of the game. It could be a long night for Cass here.
As you were saying earlier, the assumption from Wigan, I'm pretty sure, is that they are going to finish second with a win here. But they're not going to climb higher than that, because they'd expect Hull KR to win 1 of their last 2. But if they keep the scoreboard ticking over, at least it keeps an interest in that top spot.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that it won't be, from Mike Pete's men, the talk in the week wouldn't have been about going out there and scoring lots of points, about getting your performance right, making sure that you're building really nicely till October in the grand final or semi-finals. Well, if you play well, points come, don't they?
So much about timing, of avoiding injuries, of getting your form in the right place at the right time. French with a kick. It wasn't a 40-20. He was too far advanced for that, but it's a looping kick which Wallace has to deal with and find some good chase coming his way as well.
And we've seen over, when you get to playoffs and grand finals, how important the kicking game is. Slippy conditions. Even look at last night, Leeds against Catalan. Catalan's kicking game was exceptional, wasn't it?
Here comes Hoy. There's a bit of magic in his boots, doesn't he, Texoy? But not on that occasion. He's dealt with fairly well enough as Lawler works his way towards that halfway line. Horn and Singleton rather moving it back, and Hoy's chiming in again here with a double pump, but not tricking the defenders ahead of him. 1 play to go for Cass. Can they finish this with a bit of positivity? Atkins' kick causing a bit of consternation with a bounce, but Marshall can pick it up. But because of that bounce, it means that Wigan start from there, because Cass can get right in their faces early in the count here.
Well, that's it. The forwards now have got to get off the line and work really hard to get the numbers in and just turn the first 3 plays. Normally the fullback and the wingers who carry the ball. So just trying to inject a bit of pace here. Bevan French uses footwork as well to beat men.
Go third.
Leaning. There, Wardle. Wigan, 4 plays gone. Still a good distance from the halfway line here. Thompson will try to make sure he does get in enemy territory, which he does with to full carry. And Farriman now just dodging away from Lawler to get that kick high. Hoy underneath it. Plenty of time in the air, but again, it's a good chase from that Wigan defensive line. An efficient chase from the Wigan line.
Yeah, and you know, when Texoy catches that ball, he wasn't under any pressure, but he knows he's going to be under pressure. So he takes a few metres, they go looking to spin it again.
Well, they've got a bit of room here to work on that left-hand side, but unable to prosper as well as they would have liked.
Hold. Go 2.
There's Wallace. Doing the wingers' work.
Cruz,
the carry early in the count.
Go third.
Westerman.
Still third.
This is Atkin and Hoy again. Wood now with a step, and he was looking for the offload, but there was nobody there in support. So an opportunity, a quarter opportunity, just missed to advance still further. Westerman in the role this time of meter maker. Liam Hall. Oh, Westerman's hurt. Westerman is hurt.
Clutching his shoulder, isn't he?
Yeah.
He won't stay down, Joe Westerman.
Go 5.
Plenty of experience, hasn't he, the 35-year-old?
The game being the game, the referee said give someone else the ball and play on. And we'll see Joe in the back play. So Wigan have it back from that kick. And as Wigan begin to advance here, surely the referee will stop the game, because Well, he's up. He's up. He's holding his shoulder, and he's back in the defensive line. We saw him a little earlier in the season. I mean, there's a famous kneecap replacement when he dislocated at Olgar a few years ago. But forget that. There was one earlier in the season when he looked absolutely done for the game, and then managed to get himself back fit again. For all the world, it looked like he was going off for a bit of treatment, but now he's involved in the heavy-duty defence again here.
Yeah, that's one of those moments, isn't it, from him? He's certainly tough, Joe Westerman.
Move all the way, Alex, all the way.
Wigan on the last. Midway through this first half, already with a healthy-ish lead. Fireman's kick.
Thank you.
A chance he will take to bring it back with a little interest, but Hubbard gets up there and rattles him to the ground fairly quickly.
It just seems relentless pressure, doesn't it? Again, the line speed, Cruz Lehman leading that chase up on Senior.
Back here now.
Horn just appealing to the ref for a penalty. Nice carry from Mellor, but met with some really stern defence from Zach Eckersley.
Go third.
Horn. For back on the inside again to Singleton. And Atkin as they go looking on that left-hand side, and Wallace with a decent pick-up from a difficult ball.
Who? Square of us. Go 4.
Still a couple of plays to go. Westerman again.
Hey! Who? Middle's back!
And here comes the last for Cass. Again, very much inside their own half. Assey is looking for the ground at this time, making a bouncing ball, hopefully as awkward as possible for Jay Field, but he's able to collect. But a good chase again from Castleford.
Yeah, maybe even looking for the sideline after the opening quarter. Obviously down on the scoreboard. They've had some joy when they've shifted the ball. Instead of getting involved in the forward battle in the middle of the field, they're shifting the ball either side. And they are getting some joy.
And the tries aside, we've barely had a stoppage so far, have we?
Go third.
It's been a decent game, decent opening.
Here's Ellis.
Oh! Who is for? Alex back.
Leaving.
Go 4.
And now Bevan French again, who shapes the kick and then decides to run and throws it wide to Miski. And Miski on the outside of Senior, but Wallace is there. But that's the offload. And Wigan can't promote it any further as French is tackled in possession.
Keep going here, keep going.
Scooped back to the middle. Farriman now. As Wigan investigate this left-hand side. Nasembo with a kick and chase. Across comes Hoy. Well, he's not going to get out of the in goal area. Just saw that whitewash looming and decided he couldn't do anything about it, so it'll be a dropout underneath the sticks here.
Yeah, you saw Junior Nasembo as well, chasing him down hard. Didn't he look good as well last week? Got a couple of try assists and carried the ball really strongly. Never really knew how to kick him in his game. It's not building pressure from the young back rower.
Patrick Mago's just come on the field. First interchange, I think that is, for Wigan. Just having a look around as to who might have gone off. It could well be Luke Thompson, I'm not sure. Wigan looking to build again here.
Back up now, boys. Move it forward, Ethan, go 1.
This is Mago with his first carry. And again making a bit of impact with that metres after contact made. Leeming again. Farriman with a skip and pops it back to Field. And here's Wardle.
Still 2.
And hypnotised defenders with his step, but they're not buying that. Chris Atkin with a tackle.
Go third.
December.
Still third. To back.
Ellis to Leeming, and Walters is looking for an angled run.
Hold. Go 4.
Leeming. Ellis right into the heart of it again. Farriman's on the back. December with a quick hands. This will be a try for Liam Marshall on that left-hand side. Just had Castleford grasping at shadows. Wigan creating the 2-man overlap in the end. And Liam Marshall is over to finish. 16-0 with 23 minutes played.
Well, they spread the defence, don't they? With their attacking shape and the numbers, what they throw at the defensive line. The offloading game certainly helps as well when you're going into contact and trying to stop that defence from sliding out to the speedsters out wide. Like Liam Marshall.
Yeah, I'll just tip him up.
He's one of those players, isn't he? He just keeps turning up. Liam Marshall. He's 20 carries a game, but what he is good at as well is scoring tries and taking those opportunities. Just hugs the touchline, knows exactly what he needs to do in the game, and knows that the likes of Field and French will find him out wide to go over. And again, Cade Ellis, Farimon, Junior and Semmer engaging contact and then out to the speed step. To make things look really easy, the Warriors.
1 minute.
Marshall's 14th of the season in all competitions. His coach just having a look at that again, seeing if it was as satisfying on the second occasion of watching as it was on the first from his point of view.
Time off.
Farmand again, his range has been tested a little here tonight so far, hasn't it? One wide right, one fairly central, and here he finds himself on the left-hand flank. Again, just a buzz around the ground, really. I think, an indulgence by Wigan fans that this should be a fairly easy win. And my goodness, they are going up in sixes, despite their two senior goal kickers not being on the park. Farimand has made it 3 out of 3, and 18 points to 0 now for Wigan.
He's a great young player, isn't he, Jack Farimand? The cast now, well, they know it's going to be really difficult. The opportunities that Wigan are creating themselves, but everyone's an option. You can just see cherry and white jerseys when they go in at the line. Like I said, there's attacking options all over the field. Liam Marshall benefits.
Well, you just see the Cummings up running at the bottom of your screen there, but draw your attention to what's happening on the field as Patrick Mago goes battling in, but draw your attention also to those 2 matches tomorrow involving Hull and Wakefield, as they go again head-to-head in terms of kick-off timings, battling for that 6th spot. Wakefield just about in prime position at the moment.
Go third.
Things, as we know, at this time of the year can switch and change. Here's Dupree, rather.
Who? Back now, go 4.
Leeming. Dancing out. Lee, early leaders against St Helens as well.
Go 5.
Huge game taking place just down the road. Same borough as this tonight, a few miles away. The kick is high, and it's almost taken on the full by Miskey. Couldn't keep it in hand.
Yeah.
Castleford will get it back again here.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
I think they're just going to have a little look for the restart here, Dave.
Hot no to right. Just confirm it's not gone off Wigan and it's not come off Cass first.
You heard that? Not gone off Wigan, not Castleford. Let's hear for the video referee for the first time tonight.
Top 5, what we call no try. Pausing the ball on the foot first. So we need to pause the ball on the foot first. So we're pausing the ball on the foot, so everybody to the right of the kicker is onside to run this through towards the challenge. We'll log the players that are offside to the left. They clearly stay well out of the 10, so we're in towards the challenge now. So we're slow on this, please. So we've established onside, offside, so we're looking at the catch now. So who does this come off? That appears to come off the Castleford hand first. Does it then come off the Wigan hand? So slow on this, please. Slow, slow, slow. So we know he touches Elliot Wallace, but then does it come off Wigan after that? We've got an on-field call of no try. Have we got any more angles on that, please? Just to confirm it does come off Miskey. Slow on this. Keep going through. So let's go back off Castlewood first. Can we go back to the camera 5, please? Yes, this is the best one. So slow on this, please. We've established onside, offside. That goes back of Castle first, but then there is a touch. He appears to be touched by Abersmith. Based on the on-field call of knock-on, I've got insufficient evidence to overturn. I've made my decision.
Well, we were pretty sure it was no try. Just a case of, as Terry said, how the restart goes, and it looks like it's going to be Castleford who get the ball back here.
Yeah. And you know, sometimes you need a bit of luck, don't you, in the game? Certainly under the pump. There'll be a lot of Wigan fans. You can hear the boos really thinking it was knocked on by Wallace.
Wallace touches it back, which makes it a scrum.
The call's gone for them, but again they're just not out of the woods, are they? Look how close they are to the line. Look how condensed that defensive line is from the Warriors.
Tell you what would be amusing if the video referee made a decision and then the team on the field did a captain's challenge to challenge that decision. I don't think it's not going to happen. But like Wigan were complaining that they thought that they should have had the ball back. But anyway, the video referee got it spot on. There was a touch there from Elliot Wallace, but it went backwards. And then Miski knocked on. So Cass can build from inside their own half here. Advancement necessary. Trailing as they do by those 3 scores, 18-0, with 27 minutes played.
Well, you can see how tough these carries are. Wigan just trying to apply the pressure with some decent line speed. They're looking to shift the ball out wide.
Messi goes further left and Hoy's joining in, but the ball's been stolen by Bevan French. He's got all the tricks of the trade. So Wigan have it back in an attacking position with 5 still to play.
And it's another error in their own half, isn't it?
Mega. On the inside again from Dupree.
Go third.
Harvey Hill's just come batting onto the field as well, and this is Harvey Hill, fresh from the sidelines.
Move 4 back.
Leaning. Now Farrimond. Throws it out, defence was drawn out there as well, and Wardle can feed it on, and Liam Marshall for the corner. Well, has he got that in? It was all very close. Too close to call for the naked eye, and so we are going to the video referee again here, but try called on the field.
Step before, we've got an on-field call of try. We're checking touchline into grounding, so Marshall's in possession here. Jump at this point. And ball is grounded. I've made a decision.
Well, it's a quick one. Evidence there. The referee decides that has seen enough, and Liam Marshall is going to claim his 2nd try of the night. With a little bit of lipstick or some such on his head, the blood pouring out, and the try is confirmed. And Wigan leap out to a 22 points to 0 lead.
Well, he picks up a war wound, doesn't he? But he knows how to finish, doesn't he? And he's so brave as well, Liam Marshall. I said before, he's 20+ carries a game, does all the hard stuff, but when you get down the other end of the field, he certainly knows how to finish, doesn't he? Good footwork from Wardle, good take under some pressure. And I think it was Tex Hoy that's coming across the back, does absolutely everything, just throws his body in and can't prevent the winger from scoring. Headbutts the AstroTurf, I think that's where he gets the cut from.
Yeah. Thanks, pal.
Still got plenty of chatter, hasn't he? Liam Marshall. Not quite as much chatter at the moment. What can you say in this situation? Farrimond settling again. Right from the touchline again. He started it off looking nice on. It's just hit the post. Inches away from perfection. But Wigan still have that 22-0 lead with 11 minutes of the first half to go here.
Yeah, you know, it's a decent professional performance in the opening half hour for Wigan. So what about that? Man straight on his head. That's his reward for scoring.
Stay behind.
No, not even bothered as well.
He's had a few hat-tricks in his time, hasn't he, Liam Marshall? He'll be thinking maybe that there could be another one up for grabs tonight.
Off the ball, Kane! Oh!
Castleford need to stop the trend at the moment. December he's trying to just bulldoze his way through those advancing defenders, but Wood kept a tight hold. Mago goes right again, Dupree.
Well, they're three solid carries from the back line then.
Go third.
Well, they're already over halfway.
Mago again. He's trying to earn a few extra yards or so, despite the fact that there are three Castleford men hanging on, and Bevan French will chip towards the corner, but Hoy has got across there very smoothly, made that look easy enough, but again it's that Wigan chase. And Cass again starting from inside their own 20.
Wallace did a job to get back behind the play as well, to give himself an option, but the way that Wigan were chasing, they couldn't get the ball to him. They just can't find the space down here. Well, a couple of long carries now, really difficult. They're numbering up, they're nominating. They're working really hard as a unit, Wigan.
4 gone, 20 metres reached. Wigan looking to employ the intensity and energy in this situation that they'll need in the playoffs, that all teams will need in the playoffs, so it's good practice from that. Back to Arce again, and Walters trying to chase him down, but Arce does well to spin away. The kick will bounce, but it's kind for field. Sees Castleford advancing nicely enough. Has a look laterally, but runs straight into Joe Stimson.
Well, they'd be hoping that they control the ruck speed here. The last set that the Warriors had the ball, they were just rolled, cast down the other end of the field. The forwards did a decent job. Marshall on the first carry. And he goes the other winger in Miskey. Again, look at that. That's decent, isn't it? From your two wingers.
He's run further with defenders on him than he did before he got to the defenders. Mago.
Still third.
Faramond.
Hey on.
When Field decides there might be a route back in the middle, and a footwork allows him to explore that option as well. Here's French, and look what they've created here. Walters is lengthening his stride as he heads for the line. 2 to go. 2 more for Castleford to try and keep Wigan at bay here. Here's Leeming.
In the back.
Faramond with a little grubber kick through, and the bounce is nice enough. He made it all up himself. Had a look what was ahead of him and made the play, and the youngster shows his stellar qualities with Wigan's 5th try.
Well, what he is a youngster who'll back himself. No one. You look at Jack Faramond, said he's not played many games this year. I look back to the game when they played against Huddersfield at Dewsbury. Scored 2 tries, scored 1 right on the hooter. Again, it's just when he backs himself, he sees an opportunity. He thinks that there's something on for me. And when you look at him play, well, he's like a mature player. Straight away, as soon as he catches that ball, he knew exactly what he was going to do. He had Jay Field on his left shoulder, but he just goes for it himself.
Keep working, boys.
And he'd already spotted this play 5 seconds before. He'd looked where the fullback was in Hoy, knew that he was out of position, and manages to go in.
We've only got 7 minutes.
Every time you watch him play, it just gets better and better. And Matty Pete, well, what's that, 5 tries in the opening half?
I'm back in now.
Giving himself an easier kicking position while the coach is just stalking up on the gantry at the moment, but he'll be very relaxed with what he's watching at the moment, knowing his side are close to confirming that 2nd spot. It's going to take an odd turn of events for that not to happen here tonight, as Faramond sticks it over. 4 out of 5 and 28 points to 0 Wigan lead.
Well, for Cass now, before it could get uglier, Matty Pete's men, well, they're well and truly focused in this game. Cass have still got 45 minutes to go. Nice play, wasn't it? Like he said, he spotted Tex Hoy, was out the frame. As soon as he got the ball, you knew exactly what he was thinking, because he'd already looked up and he'd planned that play. And Chris Chester was so disappointed. Well, and let's be honest, he knew it was going to be tough coming here. against the team he played for early 2000s.
So Robbie Hill is danced around by those Castleford defenders trying to put him off what comes next to play the ball. It's a good push here from Dupree.
Got two.
Leeming. There you go with the offload. Ball's been knocked on, but Farriman was very close to getting on the end of that from Mega.
Well, last they seem to they'll get the ball there now. 43 metres out from the Warriors line from a mistake. Well, he's big, he's powerful, isn't he? You know what he's going to do. Tries to offload the ball to Farriman. He just couldn't quite catch the ball under a bit of pressure. But he's a wrecking ball. Patrick Maygo brings size, impact from the bench.
Heads in, boys. Heads in. Off. Head in, Jay. Pull in now. Out.
So a rare chance for Castleford to push the button inside their opponent's half here. It's Hoy with that initial tackle. He is held. Wigan trying to do what Wigan often do and drag him towards the touchline, but referee comes to his rescue with that shout of tackle complete. This now is George Griffin. And that interchange bench. He puts it back to Assy and quick hands, and suddenly here's Tate, but looks up and just sees a shadow of four Wigan defenders streaking across him. Assy. Hall. Sam Hall right in front of the sticks, 15 away. Castleford still with a couple of plays in the back here as well, so still with a chance. Assy puts the kick in. Marshall had read that and does well to pick it up and then get back on the field of play. And a penalty as well.
Yeah, a bit of a high shot, swinging arm, just goes over the top of Marshall. Sam Wood just apologising for all the effort, but they were just...
Behind, boys.
I suppose a bit of panic sets in if you're a Cas player. You want to keep him down there. You want Marshall behind the try line, force a dropout. Unfortunately, the shot just relieves that bit of pressure by about 15 or 20 metres. So it's not the end of the world for Cas, really.
By the way, at half-time, which is looming now, of course, we will be talking to Dennis Betts, the head coach of the Wigan women's side, who have just secured, I say just, a couple of weeks ago, secured the league leaders' shield with a win against St Helens, of course, and they've got a big semi-final against Leeds to come. They hope heading for a grand final. Both he and the veteran Vicky Molyneux will be chatting to them, and there will be a trophy lift as well. The women will be coming on the pitch at half-time to celebrate that trophy lift. Here's French. French with a dodge and looking back, and there's Field, and here's Farriman, and Farriman will run away, and it'll be his second try of the night, created by the two speedsters, the quickness of brain and foot down the middle, and Farriman lives up to that with his scamper to the touchline, to the try line, and Wigan break through the 30 mark.
Well, again, it's just plenty of movement around the ball, isn't it? And if you're a Cas player and you've seen Field get hold of the ball, or you've seen French get hold of the ball, a bit of panic sets in, and instead of going forward and trying to defend the players, all of a sudden you start backing off, and like it just opens up, doesn't it? Like when they go for the big forwards around the middle of the field, obviously they're the players they want to target. Any speedster goes at them because they think that bigger men aren't great laterally defending on the heels. It just opens up. Nice offload.
Thanks, mate.
And Jack Farriman, well, hasn't he had a decent first half? Scores his second, been decent with the boot as well.
Well, he's certainly grabbing his opportunity in the absence of Harry Smith tonight, hasn't he? Just put a few thoughts in the mind of his coach Matty Peet as the playoffs begin to loom.
Well, one thing Matty Peet's got with a number of the young lads at Wigan, he's got confidence. Same with Zach Eckersley. I think Zach Eckersley is one of those players who's took his chances, sort of Junior and December a couple of years, and now you can't really leave him out the side. Obviously, Jack Farriman's got it all on to displace that Harry Smith. But if there's ever an injury to a player in a Warriors jersey, they throw all these kids in, and they do a job, don't they?
So the seconds, once they restart, will tick down to An inevitable heavy Wigan lead here at half-time as Farriman looking to make it 5 out of 6. There it goes, 34 points to 0. Wigan utterly dominant in this first half, and Farriman is having a field day.
Well, he's been helped, isn't he, the young man, by the players around him, whether it be the forwards that are generating that go forward, or whether it be the players out wide with a bit of speed. And Jack Farriman, well, he's having a decent go at this. There's plenty of attacking shape, which helps out that young man.
Nancy with a restart. Marshall with a catch. Back it comes again through Dupree and Wigan. Well, they've only got 10 seconds to go before the half-time hooter sounds. Castleford will be desperate, but their line is not broken again. Can they get up and play it before the hooter sounds? No, they can't. That will be that. But 6 tries from Wigan in that opening 40 minutes. They are well on their way to a win here tonight that will confirm them that second spot. Works with us as well. Yeah. And we do acknowledge that Leeds and York are in that fight as well. So it's going to be a great semi-finals weekend. In a
absolutely. Well, that was really nice, wasn't it? To give it the credit it deserves. Dennis Bett still loitering behind the camera there, just trying to get another shot. Rimbaud pick him on, and you see, she doesn't know, anyone watches the game, the women's game, she's absolutely tough as nails. One of my favourite players to watch. And like the turnaround in the last 2 years from the Warriors women's team is incredible.
And like we say, she stepped away from the game to start a family, didn't she?
Yeah.
A while back. And
well, she hasn't missed the beat when she come back, has she?
Right, well done to Wigan's women, and like we say, there are 3 other clubs involved, and we know that it's going to be a terrific finale to the season, one way or another. Not so much this game, perhaps, because Wigan are so much in command, 34 points to 0, with the second half starting and back in control of the ball and very much in control of the game. What do you feel the messages were from half-time from both sides?
Look, don't... well,
here we go again, because Dupree has made a bust. And inevitably, he's got Jay Field in support, but back comes Lewis Senior to make that tackle, and Wigan starting again from the halfway line with Farriman stepping and dodging and pushing a couple of defenders away, and almost trying to find a way through, but too quickly wrap around and put him down.
Well, there's a couple of worrying things there. First, Tyler Dupree going through, we're not really getting a hand touched on him, and then you've got your little halfback, young halfback, willing to carry the ball in the next set. The next set, Castleford should have been thinking, come out the blocks and belt somebody.
Evan French back to Walters, and Walters with a half break, and Leeming was lingering on the inside, looking for the offload. It didn't come. But this is Leeming. Now it's with French. French with a kick towards a corner. He looks as though he's put a bit too much gas on that, but Whiskey almost makes something of it. But Cass will get it back again, to some relief here at the start of this second half.
Well, some relief, but they've still got plenty of pain to come here, I believe. Again, it's a nice little kick, isn't it? Over top, looking for Abersmisky, just couldn't get it in. I was just watching Joe Westerman then in that last set defending. He seemed to like pull out of a tackle, whether or not his shoulder's okay from that incident in the first half.
Go on.
Yeah, he looked in a lot of pain, didn't he, when that injury happened? But hasn't gone off the field apart from the half-time break, but certainly didn't go off the field for any kind of treatment in that first period. Griffin now will carry it, and Cass looking to extricate themselves here. The offload is good, and Atkin just about keeps a hold of that. Will look likely, but he's managed to gather it back in again.
Yeah, it's lucky then, wasn't it? So it bobbled in the air, managed to get it before it hit the ground.
Go for
Griffin, George Griffin, up and then back. Not too many metres made, and they're on the 30, and they find themselves with just one play to go. So this is going to be the boot of Assey needed to provide the exit strategy. The bounce is very close to the touchline. Whiskey able to gather it in, and Wigan will start from here.
There's nice pressure on the kicker from Sam Walters, then managed to get 40 metres from the kick. And Zach Eckersley now just carrying those Cass players backwards with a strong carry.
Leaving to Marshall.
here now.
He's working hard in defence at the moment. Mago's here with the carry. Just bounces off a couple of shoulders, but then drives it on again. Sam Hall was quick in there to try and close him down.
Go for.
Leaving. Hill.
Kane, you're off, Kane!
And Castleford's defenders were warned by the referee that they were offside and still got committed to the tackle and have given a penalty away.
Yeah, well, he was trying to work with him, wasn't he? I think it was Kane Robb, the man who was penalised. He was talking, and again, they just, like the first half, first 5 minutes, a couple of mistakes, conceded a try. The start of the second half, they put themselves under a bit of pressure.
There's Farramond. And again, Dupree just launching himself at that Castleford line. Leaning back up there. Field has just hopped to the left-hand side to provide a bit more of a threat over there, but the pass is poor, and they can't pick it up. Tate, I think it is, who's dropped on that. Wigan just a little sleepy, but Cass showing a good deal of concentration to win possession back, unnecessarily so.
That was good effort, wasn't it, from Will Tate to just get on that ball. Stimpson then just trying to make metres up the field. Along with Wood here now, just gets a half little break, but Farramond just won't let go of him.
Pick up by Robb. Some stepping work done by Hoy.
He's not had any chance, has he, in this game? Every time he's got the ball, he's looked at what's in front of him.
It's a question of how many, isn't it now? Not any stretch of the imagination. As he takes a tumble, he's able to promote to Miller. Season that Cass just want to get out of now, don't they? A couple of games to go.
What a wicked kick.
Plenty of reason for optimism for next year, of course, with a new coach coming in and signings being made. 2025 has, apart from the victory against Wakefield last week, which they'll enjoy, apart from that, there haven't been too many highlights.
Well, that's like winning 5 games on the bounce, isn't it, when you come up against your neighbours?
And especially sweet when it means you're preventing your neighbours doing what they want to do as well. I mean, win for Wakefield and they're more or less assured a top 6 place very nearly.
Yeah.
So they'll have been very happy, very content to have landed that blow. There's Hill.
Still third.
Running out of defenders. Kane Robb's just trying to hang on to it.
Just doing a couple of pirouettes there, looking to offload the ball. Cass plays falling off him.
Leamy goes left to Farramond, and Farramond sticks the kick for the corner, and the ball always travelling out of play, which gives Castleford a bit of a job to do again. A possession back 10 metres from their own line, but with a lot of work to do here.
Yeah, look, that's nice game management, isn't it, from the young man? Just kick the ball into the corner, let you come out. You've started the game in the second half really strongly. All this second half, our eyes have just been drawn to the right side of the field, and again, just that line speed from Sam Walters. He just monsters Elliot Wallace.
And again, I mean, the atmosphere is mooted because Wigan fans know it's a job done, don't they? So they're not getting excited because there's not a lot of excitement on the field at the moment. No jeopardy. Westerman popping it back to Atkin, and Hoy's involved again. Little brush with Wardle, and then the job's done by December.
But again, there's just no panic, is there, over there on the left edge when Hoy gets the ball?
Griffin.
All the way back.
One play to go, again deep inside their own half. Walters again doing the best job he can to cut down RC's thinking time. Straight into the hands of Field. Little wobble of the hips and the hold of in the end and drag to the ground by Stimpson. Marshall running hard.
And again, it's good metres after contact, isn't it, from Marshall?
Miski finds himself in the middle of things as well. Across from the wing. Leaning to Mago. Again, just pushing those big legs of his, dragging himself ever forward. Hill. Well, he's found a bit of running space as well. This will be the last play. Leeming pulling it out and throwing it onto Fannemond, and Fannemond is kicking towards that right-hand side. Up goes Eckersley, who does well to knock it back, and Miski will finish on that right-hand side. Referee has a look. Just having a word with his touch judges. And he's ready to confirm the score. First try of the second half. 8 minutes of the second half played, and Abbas Miski for his second of the night.
Yeah, it's a good kick, isn't it, from Fannemond? Again, he's looking for Zach Eckersley, the big athlete playing in the centre. He knows he's big, he's good in the air. As soon as he goes up, challenges for that ball. He knows he's just got to get it back. Nice soft hands to Abbas Miski. And just look at the kick, right on the money, isn't it? Eckersley just taps the ball back. Second effort, goes to Miski, stays on the wing. And they just, look, they're all playing with a smile on the faces. The Waddies, they're getting really excited come the back end of the year. Not much panic going through them. Not really much thrown at them in this game. And all the talk has been about how well Wigan have played. He's never looked back, has he, Zach Eckersley, since, like I said, been given the opportunity.
Well, are they thinking now about interchange and maybe looking at one or two of their valuable players, Bevan French, somebody like that, to drag them off early in the game, or do they just go as they are?
Look, form, consistency, you want that going in to the back end of the year. But like you said, like people on players who've played big minutes, maybe they're the players that you can rest. You don't really need them to play 80 minutes, 70 minutes. Rotate them, and I'm sure Matty Pete, Sean O'Loughlin will be sending messages up to Matty in the coaching box saying, look, player's gone here. Oof, just pulled it to the left.
38-0 it remains with that kick missed. And just out of interest here, Wigan's points difference now is plus 427. Kingston Rovers is plus 502, so it's still a massively healthy lead that Hull KR in that department. And Hull KR only need one win in the last two games to confirm top spot, but just keeping a little bit of pressure on.
Well, like I said, I don't think that the focus for them will be on about points difference. It'll be just nailing the performances.
Yeah. Now, Kingston Rovers will be massively disappointed if they can't win either, if not both, of their last two games. They'll be favourites certainly against Warrington a couple of weeks' time, or next weekend. And favourites against a battling Wakefield tomorrow, a match you can see on Sky Sports, of course. Match kicking off, Wakefield match kicking off at the same time as Hull's game tomorrow as well. So there's a fascinating battle that's going on at this stage. Which of those two clubs, Hull FC or Wakefield, will finish in that sixth spot? Mago takes the tackle here because he's running obstruction line.
Oh, he's knocked the ball on.
And then it's knocked on.
Wow. Well, this is something that Cass can get excited about. Look, they're not going to win the game at all, but they can score a couple of tries and finish the game off in a positive manner. Look, like you said, he goes Tyler Dupree. He goes down, takes the voluntary tackle as he's getting up. He just loses possession. There's no interference from Mustafa.
Well, it's given Castleford a little bit of a leg up here. Looking scampering towards that right-hand side, and Massey helping it on its way, but no place for Wood to go forward. Test of Wigan's defence here. Short pass, but three defenders meeting and greeting. Liam Horn in the dummy half position. Assey back on the inside. Griffin now with a carry, keeping the left arm free, but never any chance of getting that away. Hall. There's Atkin and Assey stepping away from Farham. That's quick hands as well, and Wood now looking back on the inside. Marshall came back. And it's a high tackle. So penalty goes Castleford's way.
Sam Wood. Then Marshall, he was hit from behind. It was nice hands, wasn't it? To get the ball to Sam Wood, steps back on the inside. Bit of a swinging arm, just over the shoulder. It's enough for the referee.
Just there, Will.
Just as Sam Wood just gets a bit of attention.
Okay.
We're right in front of the fans here now. Can they score a try for a big cheer?
There's Moores Mustafa. Solid figure hit, solid figure. Atkin again now. Griffin trying to shake free from those defenders. 4 of them rocking around him and keeping him at bay. One of the best positions Cass have had so far tonight, and Horn chooses not to go that way because defenders were coming at him. And Field picks up, and already you sense a little bit of danger here as Walters looks to advance, and Wigan have cleared their lines elegantly enough.
They looked like to offer the ball, didn't he? Just couldn't quite take it in and make the mistake. And then there's fresh replacement on Brad O'Neill's on, Ethan Abbard's on, Cruz Lehman and Patrick Mago. You just see the mistake. Just bouncing it across, and the reason why they bounced back in field, again, Zach Eckersley did a decent job forcing the player back to centre.
Here's Havard. Finding his way inside the Castleford half. French with a kick and a chase, so immediately Hoy knows he's going to be under pressure here because they're coming herring for him. And always done well to take the ground because the worst option would have been finding himself flat on his back in the in-goal area.
And again, that's finals rugby, isn't it? Kick to the corner, chase really, really hard. Bevan French was chasing that as though he was going for a try, carrying the ball, and again just looking to bully.
And there's a score from the other game tonight. Lee against St Helens, a lot closer affair. Lee were leading 12-0 at one stage, so that represents something of a fight back by the Saints, and remember that is so important in terms of the fight for third place at the moment. Leeds defeat last night, Lee win tonight, they will go into third, but Saints win tonight and they retain an interest in that position as well. Leeds with 36, Lee with 35, Saints with 32 points so far. Taken well by Field. Turn is met by Atkin. Marshall trying to use a bit of footwork.
Move all the way back.
Ireland injuring up at dummy half again. Dupree comes rattling forward again and hits hard and busts another couple of metres out of that.
He's carried the ball well, hasn't
he? Hill. And a good offload. And O'Neill now to French, and French with a kick. Eckersley's on the chase. Hoy's back there, and Hoy again is forced into touching goal. And Castleford again forced to drop out underneath the sticks.
Again, it's just a reaction, isn't it? The forwards, I think the forwards for the Warriors have carried the ball really well. And you can just see Bevan French just glances over his shoulder, sees Zach Eckersley, puts his hand up, he chases it really hard, force another goal line dropout here. And takes Hoy right from the off. He's been under pressure at the back, hasn't he?
Well, they're going short, my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Going short, it's not even got over the try line.
That is one of the worst dropouts I think I've ever seen. Wow. It went backwards.
Well, everyone can make mistakes and he'll obviously be disappointed, but wow, not even to get the ball over the try line. That's a fair effort from under the sticks.
It is actually, isn't it?
That is a fair effort from under the sticks.
And it's just given Wigan this possession again, and Dupree with a mighty carry once more. Cass defenders landing on top of him. Up he gets and plays the ball, and O'Neill scoots it back to French. And French now to Farrimond. And here comes Field. Stops and starts and then tries to duck underneath what's coming at him.
Too old.
O'Neill jogging into position. Farrimond again. Hill. Here's Havard. Just bumped into defeat with that carry. O'Neill. Farrimond now into the pocket and tries to go, and very nearly got there as well. He's had quite the night. Hill slinging it back all the way to Bevan French again. Fancy footwork from him. Back on the inside comes Miskey. Field had made the run. Miskey decided not to pass to him, but gives it instead to Hill, and Hill's almost through. This will be the last. Castleford is scrambling back on the defensive line again. Field now miss that pass and knocked down. Zero tackle, one-handed pick-up by Field. This is the zero tackle. It's going to be December who'll try to take it in, and 6 more plays to go from here.
Well, it's a cruel game, isn't it?
6 again.
They're under the pump yet again, 6 again.
Oh, and that's not backwards.
Gone
Yep, backwards, says the referee. French thinks about the kick and then ducks and tries to take off and just dragged down short of the line by Ussy. A reach by Dupree.
Wine.
Here comes O'Neill.
For 1.
Behind the back of Hill. French now to Farriman. Farriman to Field. Field stops and starts again. Went left, now comes right. Offset back for Havard. Settles things down with a carry that gives his side a real platform. Right and left. It must be a tiring defence at the moment from Cass. Dupree again, putting the muscle in, tries the offload, it goes to ground. Thompson picks it up, and somehow he can't punch it down. But a knock-on from Cass.
Do you want it, boys?
Oh no, it is a Cass. It's Cass who get the ball here.
Who's Cass? Do you want a challenge?
Yeah, Cass got the ball. Is it going to be a challenge, though?
Yeah,
they are. They're going to challenge it.
You're the captain.
Yeah, referee is instructing here.
Captain challenge. We're going to challenge in the ruling of a knock-on. They believe it's gone backwards.
Not good as well.
Let's hear from Tom Grant.
Captain's challenge from Wigan. They're challenging the on-field ruling of a knock-on. They believe the ball has gone backwards. So ball is offloaded from Dupree. Where does that hit? Does that hit that hits Dupree's leg? It's his cast. It's offloaded backwards, hits Dupree's legs. That's play on to this point. Then what happens at this point? It's touched by Castleford. Does that go forward in relation to the ground? Yes, it does. Challenge is successful.
Well, if Thompson had got that down, it would have been a try. But he didn't. So we can get it back again here. Successful challenge. And we can get another set of 6. But at least Cats get a bit of a break here because they're under so much pressure on the defensive line.
Yeah, they've been well and truly under the pump, although they've only conceded 1 try in the second half. They've got a big few minutes here now to try and contend with stopping Wigan from getting over the try line. Well, and this is, let me tell you as a player, this is not where you'd want to defend. You've got French on the right-hand side of the scrum. You've got Field just lining up on the left. And both of them shift over.
Farriman comes out. Now it's with Field, and Field again, as he's done so many times in this second half, just stops his route left and tries to find one right, and instead finds Mois Mustafa, who's right in his face. O'Neill. Hill is throwing himself at that situation. O'Neill again. And this is Havard. Stimson just about keeps a hold. Short one from Hill, and he bursts his way over. And the try will be given. It is a rarity. But Hill has got over. And I do believe that's his first try of the season. And what a moment for the prop forward.
Well, you could tell, couldn't you, how determined he was when he come onto that ball. No, I've just been watching him closely in this game, and it reminds me of a player back in the day when I was growing up, Derek Pike. The way he promotes the ball, carries the ball, they go up for the challenge, they get the successful call going in their favour, and you can just see him ramp up onto the ball. Harvey Hill takes no prisoners. Instead of ball playing like he has been doing, he decides that no, the opportunity's in front of him, he's just going to run straight and hard.
I can't hear
the young 22-year-old prop forward
It's very faint.
Gets over, like you say, for his first try of the year.
Just change the mic, mate.
Have a listen to that one for a second.
Well, 42 points to nil.
That's fine, yeah.
If Farriman kicks this, it will become, as it stands, the biggest margin of victory that Wigan have had over Castleford in Super League. Their biggest win was 54-12, but absolute margin of victory that will be superseded. And he back Farriman the way he's been kicking tonight. He's missed a couple from difficult positions, but for the most part he's been neat and tidy. Coming back on the field as a result of that change. And over it goes, 6 out of 8 for young Jack Farriman, and 44 points to nil Wigan lead.
So many options down near Castleford's line, and the willingness of RBL to just run straight and hard onto that ball. He's a big man, RBL, and it all comes about. Look at this. That's got to be the worst drop goal I have ever seen. Like I said, it took some skill though. Big carry. Two good defenders as well in front there. He carries them over the line.
He's here now, mate. Yeah, we'll go.
Castleford, by the way, in the midst of all of that, have seen George Griffin go off for an HIA, so we'll keep you in touch with the results of that. As you saw, Harvey Hill, his reward for scoring was the big hook. He's been dragged off. Patrick Mago back on in his place. And Wigan looking to come forward again here. Tyler Dupree. 17.5 minutes played.
Yeah, and that's the
December.
That's the big thing, isn't it? They're still going to get through this game. June, December, just scattering players. Look at them, they're flying everywhere.
Do you see a return to form in recent weeks of June and December?
Do you know what? Everyone was criticising him, but you know what I was saying? He's only, we're forgetting that he's 21 years of age. He's a young man. He's going to go through dips in his form. But like all good players, he's responded well, hasn't he?
Who's together now? Hold it, boys. Go for.
Havard trying to straighten things up. Last play. O'Neill on the scene again. Farriman out of the 40 when he lets fly, but it's not going to get anywhere near the touchline. It's caught instead by Wallace, who can return it and finds the shoulder of Mago as his first point of contact. And there's more to come after that as well.
This goal forward was just shut dead, isn't it? And again, look at Tate here. He's trying to get forward. He can't even get over the advantage line. The defensive line is that quick. It's that aggressive. See, now just trying to get the offload away.
Nicely done, and RC trying to put a sprint on, and he's got support there from Horn, but Wigan's defence again just squeezing the life of Castleford's hopes on that occasion. Hopkins' pass is bouncing into the hands of Tate, and back to the middle again, and here comes Alex Mellor. But they're running out of plays. A couple of plays to go, that is all.
Nice run.
Mustafa with a brilliant pickup from dummy half. And what about that try? It's the try of the night. Moez Mustafa. Oh, no wonder he's celebrating. That was incredible. He picked up like the cheekiest of dummy halves in the game, and his footwork and swerving was sensational.
Oh, well, I remember him scoring a try when he was at Leeds Rhinos, got the biggest cheer, and I think that was against Wigan. Chris Chester has signed Moez Mustafa to a deal till the end of 2027. Look, there was no hooker in. He took it upon himself to go, didn't he? Look at him swiveling hips when he goes through the line. He's one of those players, he backs himself. I said before, he's tough. He's got plenty of skill about him, some explosive speed, and has the speed to go around Jay Field at the back as well. And I said it'd get the biggest cheer of the night if they could score just in front of their fans. Well, he's done that, hasn't he?
The footwork was incredible, wasn't it?
The footwork, the speed
of the mark.
The speed. He's gone from behind the ruck. He's gone in between two very good defenders, Then he's gone around probably one of the quickest men in Super League to score.
Well, add that to your highlights reel with some pride. There's Hoy with a kick to add to it as well, and Castleford are off the mark in the most eye-catching of manner. There's not many prop forwards do that. Can't imagine Terry O'Connor ever did that. But Muiz Mustafa, brilliant.
I wouldn't have done that if I was playing for in the under-14s when I was open age.
Yeah.
Look at that. He's gone past Havard, he's gone past Thompson, then he goes round field.
Keep going now.
Do you know, and that's like where Chris Chester's looking at building the club going forward. You build it around players like that.
Yeah. Well, there is a handful of Cas fans who've made the journey here tonight, but that has just made that journey worthwhile.
On the line, Old.
I was there when Muiz Mustafa did that.
One of those moments.
Yeah. And now they're looking wide again, and Hoy, and maybe there's a bit of fight in this Tigers side. To be fair, they've never lacked fight here tonight, have they? It's just they've been outplayed by a much better team for the most part.
No, I'm guessing that Wigan will be pretty disappointed that they've conceded that try. The way they conceded a try for one, but not keeping Cass to the big fat 0 next to the name.
All the way back.
If Muiz Mustafa is not Terry O'Connor's man of the match tonight, I think there'll be questions in the House of Commons. And the ball has gone to ground, and it's kicked on again, and Eckersley, there are 3 Wigan players on the chase. Eckersley's going to lead it, and it is an easy try. And Wigan are back where they want to be, in the driving seat, making things happen. Eckersley, the 9th Wigan try of the night, and a kick to come could take them to the half-century.
Well, Muiz Mustafa tried, but it's just poked the hornet's nest, hasn't it? Then it's got a reaction out of the players. Again, it's just some strong defence, really aggressive. It's the man who scores the try. Eckersley kicks it forward himself as well, and he backs himself. Gets a lucky bounce here, goes straight up into his hands, and he goes over. Cass just looking to play, looking to get on the outside of him yet again. And Eckersley, he was well in control of his thoughts there of what he wanted to do, how he wanted to close the play down. He was aggressive, but then as soon as he forced the error, he knew that he had to switch on, focus on getting the ball, kicking it forward and chasing it.
It's almost as if Wigan was saying, you've had your fun, but back we come. 9 tries on the night. Eckersley, the latest to add his name to the list. He's had a decent year as well. 15 in all competitions, Eckersley. A player who certainly wasn't a certain starter at the start of the year is very much making a name for himself towards the end. Farrimond settles with a big 5-0, the prospect, if he can find the target. A drop of the shoulders. Good strike as well, and right where it needed to be. 7 out of 9 is his kicking return, and 50 points to 6, Wigan lead.
Well, this is the reaction that the coach, Matty Pete, would want. Some strong defence. You can see the reaction straight away, switching on. Goes that ball on the ground, bounces up into his hands. Zach Eckersley, another one of those bright sparks we keep talking about. He's knocking around in Super League.
Singleton's just come back onto the field, by the way, from Castleford's point of view. Sam Hall, the man to give way. 10 minutes to play. Thompson.
Who? Dijon made a 10. Old.
Slow here. O'Neill. There you go. Well, that's a decent offload as well, and Field having a little look around. Bevan French is going to kick again. He's going for a 40-20 here. Depends on the bounce, and the bounce is awkward for Hoy, but he is able to get back there, and Wigan's defenders converge. And Bevan French, having kicked that, is the first man up there to make the tackle. And they've lost the ball as well. Wow. And Wigan have it back. And here's Ethan Havard.
the legs.
Pick up by Eckersley. Referee says play on. Thompson now sees an angle.
Who? Back now. Got 2.
O'Neill. Mago. Mago with a big push. Over the line, but he can't get it down.
Shot. Who shot there? Back. Come back.
Green wants this played a little quicker. Mago steps back. Hauled back to Bevan French. French trying to create magic again. It's Miski on this right-hand side. Miski tries to squeeze between a couple.
Still 3.
But they're rounding him up. They're putting him down, or at least they're stopping him in his tracks. O'Neill again. He drifts past everyone, picked up by Faramund, who slides it in, and Field is on the chase. That is as smooth as you like. The sudden turn of the accelerator. Castleford left baffled by what was happening around them, and Field is over to score his second of the evening.
What about the kick from Jack Faramund? It was brilliant. He knew that Jay Field was loitering with intent, but you just have a little look at the weight on this kick at the line, under a bit of pressure. And the kicking game from the Warriors has kept Cass, well, they've been guessing, haven't they? The forwards have been playing, they're going forward, but this is on the back of some strong defence. Like you said, Bevan French kicks the ball. He's first down the field, he forces the error from Tex Hoy. And then Faramund, look at this, lovely kick. And Jay Field, well, he just anticipates so much in the game. He's always around the action, wants to play. Similar to Lockie Miller at Leeds, isn't he? Where that whenever there's a break, they're the first players to react and push up. Well, like I said, go back to the kick from Faramund, looking at 24 tries. And the top try scorers.
2 tonight. Lewis Martin has still got a match tomorrow, hasn't he? But I would be surprised if Jay Field was not on the top of that list at the end of the year, or very close to it. 7.5 minutes ago, Faramund with a kick to take his side to 56.
Back on.
It's a good one. 8 out of 10, 56 points to 6, and it is now Wigan's biggest ever win and biggest scoreline against Castleford in the Super League.
Well, you win games in what you do in defence, and the kick from Bevan French, the chase from Bevan French, the urgency, the effort, the hit from Bevan French to force the error, gives the ball to the Warriors, gets him in that position. The ball wasn't on point from O'Neill, but certainly the kick was from Faramund.
7 minutes to go. Castleford desperate not to concede again, but the way things are looking from Wigan's point of view, they are hungry for more. Thompson.
Who? Vol 10 was old. Who?
Just quick and dominant, just look at oof. Thought they were going to go out the back then. A bit of space maybe. Another strong carry from December.
Go third.
News from the touchline, by the way, George Griffin has passed his HIA, but for the moment he's not returning. There was a potential intercept there. Lewis Senior had to be a high ball to get over his grasp, and then Wigan knock on behind him. So Castleford get it back here on the halfway line.
Well, they've got just over 6 minutes to go. There's an error from looking again for the recent try scorer in Eckersley.
We've got captain's challenge. We're going to challenge in the ruling knock on. They believe that Castleford knock on first.
Castlefords, captain's challenge, I should say. Did Castleford knock on first here? Let's hear from the video referee.
So, captain's challenge from Wigan. They're challenging the on-field ruling of a knock-on. They believe there's a knock-on prior from Castleford. Play this through. Is that ball touched by Castleford there? So we can see at that point the ball changes shape and rotation. So we'll just have a look at the wider angle for some perspective. So we know that it's touched by Castleford. That ball is touched and travels forward in relation to the ground. And then my decision.
Thanks, mate.
Well, it's another successful challenge.
Thanks, mate.
There was a touch there from Lewis Senior. You could see the change of flight on the ball.
Do you want it by successful word? Do you want it?
And so Wigan will get the head and feet at the scrum here.
Some more pressure to contend with here.
I'm back on.
Now the Warriors, ever since that Louis Mustafa try was scored, they seem to have stepped up the pace of the game. And again, the final stages.
Clock is on. 8, 4, 5, 6.
I guess there'll be another try coming in the final moments of this game for the Warriors.
Field. How many times has he done that tonight? Started running right, just step back on the left, and Mustafa puts a hold and says, "It's me that's a fancy down in that kind of position. You're going nowhere." And now Mago. 2 gone, 4 to play. In the set, 5 minutes remaining. O'Neill goes for a little wander out of dummy half.
Oh! Police 3, hold it.
Mago. Hill, back to Faramund. Short for Nasemba.
Still 3.
To pop one over the top and then keeping a hold in the end, but 2 plays to go with that goal line very much in sight at the moment. Mago and French at speed. The pass is wonderful, and Havard's step takes him clear of Texhoy. Bevan French with another startling intervention of sheer brilliance. And Wigan have their 11th try tonight. They're up to 60. 60 points to 6.
Well, you get rocked whenever French gets hold of the ball. Remember when he came over, he was playing on the wing, wasn't he? Playing at full-back. But you want him on the ball as much as you can, Bevan French. And Mike Peart realised that, put him in that key position, whether it's his kicking game, passing game, running game. He seems to have it all, doesn't he? The 2023 Man of Steel. And again, it's just at a different level when he comes onto this ball from Mago. Pace at the line, sucking defenders. Ethan Havard pushing up in a hole. Good footwork at the back to just get around Hoy, but speed gets you out of trouble. And that's what certainly the Warriors have got. And Havard scores the try, like I said, taking up to 60 points now.
Well, all smiles in the Wigan camp here.
1 minute.
They've done what they needed to do at the start of the night, and that is get the win that confirms that second spot. 40 points they'll have. And the full-time hooter sounds here tonight, but with only 1 game left to play. And their nearest rivals, well, before the night began, Leeds with 36 and Lee with 35. They're not going to catch them. And there was still that remote possibility of Wigan catching Hulkington Rovers. You'd suggest not, it's unlikely, but you never know. And steps back. And the night he's had to remember, he sticks over his 9th success of the night. 62 points to 6.
Well, what this performance has done from Wigan, it sent out a message to everyone else who's hoping to get in the playoffs that, look, we're on form, we want to play, we know how to play. This is our time of year when we perform. And they don't want to give up that title, do they? At Old Trafford.
We start again with 3 minutes to go. Castleford want to see the back of this night, just as they want to see the back of this season. They've still got a big game to come next week. They've got to play St Helens away, so they will still have a big part to say, potentially, in the makeup of the top 6, or at least the configuration of the top 6.
Oh! Police 2 moves back here. Old!
O'Neill. Mago. Company right and left, decides to try to plunder himself.
Who's together now? All boys, old! Got
O'Neill.
third.
Hill. Bustling carried by him.
Play him on, old, hold!
Harvey Hill to his feet. O'Neill one-handed pick up and immediately brings it left, and French with a kick over the top, and Field knew that was coming, and a reverse pass, but very nearly had landed back in French's hands, but somehow Wallace has it for Castleford. My goodness, how they breathe a sigh of relief.
Yeah, absolutely. It was on as well on the inside. Brad O'Neill, he was screaming for that ball, went for the impossible play.
And these are, on a night like that, a play like that is a bit of a luxury, isn't it? But what we know from Bevan French and Jay Field is that they're just as likely to try that kind of thing in a semi-final or a final. So it's a good way of just rehearsing those things. Atkin brings it out.
Stand for, hold Paddy, hold.
90 seconds left to play. Castleford looking to clear their lines as far as they can, but with only one play to go, Wigan should get another set of 6 here. And it is a kick out on the full, which means that Wigan's next set will be very much an attacking set from start, possibly to finish.
Yeah, disappointed. The look says it all, doesn't it? Turn the ball over, again where they are.
Put my back.
Now the Warriors going to score another try here to finish the game off.
Here's Thompson.
One. Hoove all the way back, all the way. For one.
O'Neill. And now Farriman. Nasemba. Straightening things up with that angled run.
Fine. For two.
Leaving defenders on the floor as well. Mega. You know, his strength of carry, despite defenders around him, could be devastating, but he'll go forward on that occasion. O'Neill. French again. Is there more magic? Well, Field runs straight into an unbreakable defence. French. Goes again, Field, ball just bouncing in no man's land there, bit scrappy, and it's Mustafa who drops on it, and that will be the final act of the game. Well, an emphatic win by Wigan, which does for them what they needed at the start of the night, gives them the 2 points. That does confirm they will have a week off in the first weekend of the playoffs and a home semi-final after that. They've got a match against Leeds next week, final game of the regular season, and then they are potentially just one game away from a grand final with an emphatic victory over here tonight. A Castleford side who came with very little to play for apart from personal pride, maybe didn't lack character, just beaten by a better team tonight, and beaten emphatically by that better team tonight. Wigan in second spot. They could yet go higher, unlikely, but they could. But Terry O'Connor, how impressed were you by Wigan tonight?
Yeah, very. Like I said, it's all about the performance. Forget the points. Wherever you finish, as long as you finish in that top 2, you get the week off, you recharge the batteries, you get through your training sessions, maybe a couple of players carrying some knocks, and you've got 80 minutes then to get to the final. But that's a decent performance, isn't it? 6 tries in the first half from Mike Pete's men and 5 in the second half.